Hello everyone, just a quick market update today to fill you guys in on what's going on, my thoughts and potential plays looking forward. Okay, so first things first, at the last Sunday of each month we've got Bootcamp. Bootcamp is basically a group Zoom call where we go through market structure, ranges, liquidity and all the concepts I use when I do these videos or do these streams, basically my trading strategy and my understanding of trading. So if you want to get involved with that, feel free to check out the website, tradejournal.co.uk. Also, we've got our Discord. So Discord, the link's in the bio. You can just add that and, get involved with the growing trading community. All right, so let's see what's Bitcoin been up to. So we said Bitcoin's in this clearly defined range. It's got the range high at about 74 grand, and it's got the range low at about 59 grand. Now it's been oscillating internally within this range. It's been quite a nice range. It's been a range that's gone on for quite a few days. And it's about time. It's about time this range breaks, And obviously in market structure, we've got an uptrend, which means high volumes of buyers are stepping into the market. We've got downtrend, which means high volume of sellers are stepping into the market. Now, what does a range mean? Well, range basically means, you've got a bit of indecision in the market. You've got buyers, you've got sellers, they're in a tug of war and they're deciding where is the price going to go. Also, range is a sign of a buildup of liquidity. It could be building up, generating those sell or buy orders in order to run them to break up or down. So we've been in this range for about 47 plus days now. It's a big range, man. It's a big range. If we look at Bitcoin's ranges, this is one of the bigger ones. Because this one we've been in for about 47 plus days. This was a pretty decent range as well, decent size range. I think we're due a reaction. So let's see what's going on inside that range. And inside that range, we've had our internal structure. We've had several breaks of internal 4-hour structure inside that range. So let's take a look at the 4-hour and let's just build a picture as to what Bitcoin could be up to. We rotated towards our range low, creating an accumulation model 1, where each successive low created a lower low. We had tap 1, tap 2, tap 3. As a result, we broke internal structure. However, we were not able to close above this primary structure. This primary lower high at 66,689, we were not able to close above that because we had our downward structure, which was lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, super prior low, and then we looked to break that structure. However, we haven't been able to close above that level. Instead, we have created what's known as an SFP, a swing failure pattern, which means we've wicked at that level, we've tagged the 8-hour supply, and as a result, because we've wicked at that level, this becomes the targeted low. Hence why we've gotten this rotation downwards, all right? And during this rotation downwards, we had certain obstacles in the way. We had certain obstacles where we thought Bitcoin may potentially react here to give us a nice, continuation to get another attempt at that 4-hour, that 8-hour supply. All right. However, we had this 1-hour zone here and we tagged that 1-hour zone for the first time. We thought that might give us the juice, but it didn't. We tagged it for the second time. We thought that might give us the juice, but it didn't. It couldn't even break this, this internal 5-minute supply. And so we tagged it for the third time. And man, after the third time, if it fails in the third attempt, the chances are, Bitcoin is going to come and run that level. So we've got 1, 2, 3 failure. Seems as though we're going further down. And that's what we're seeing at the moment. So in terms of the broader picture, in terms of market structure, well, let's look at what's happened on the 18-hour. If we take a look at the 18-hour, we can see, that Bitcoin set this original high, it set a low, and then it tried to take out that high. But it didn't. It transitioned market structure bearish. And what does that mean? That makes this level a weak targeted low. And as a result, it rallied down. Okay, so we had that rally down and we're looking to go to test that range low again. Not only is that a very, very important pivotal decisional level for us, it's a level that's going to decide what Bitcoin does next. Now Bitcoin looks to be coming to that zone aggressively. Now, if you notice, I've basically just told you that if you get more than if you get more than 3 attempts at doing something, all right, and it's unable to do it, the chances are, Bitcoin is coming to run that level. As we said, 1, 2, 3, no real move. Now, Bitcoin says, you know what, I'm coming down. Lots of sellers step into the market. Now, also, what can we see here? Also, we can see we've got 1, 2, 3. No real move. We had a semi-move. We took a nice little long there. But again, Bitcoin is coming. And because it's coming down, is it possible that because we've already had 3 attempts, all right, is it possible that this is just going to flush through? That is, of course, a possibility. So we're going to be looking carefully at this zone, and we're going to be looking to see whether we're going to get a flush through or we're going to get a reaction off that zone. I'm kind of getting the inclination that we may be looking to run through and break this level at 59,304. This is a key level. Not only is this the low of our range, all right, this is a level whereby we set, in terms of our 4-hour structure on the way up, we set a nice higher low here. Okay, so this is a key level for us. It's a key level for us. It's the next level to watch. I'm sure lots and lots of traders are watching that exact level, so we need to be watching that level as well. Now, what's the bearish scenario and what's the bullish scenario? Well, the bearish scenario is, all right, we flush through this zone, we fill all these fair value gaps, all right, and we look to get our next support right around this region here. Now, this is a key region for us because this was the last region whereby we kind of distributed before we rallied up. Okay, so basically we had a rally, we had a range, okay, we had a rally. So this is a rally, range, rally, kind of just a continuation model. And because of that, this is going to be an interesting zone. Now, not only is that an interesting zone for us on the way down, it's also our daily level. It's our last high low on the daily. Okay, now this is a key level. If we lose this level, well, then it's fair to say Bitcoin is very much in a bearish trend, a bearish downtrend. But if we do react off this level, we can keep that daily market structure, and the daily would have done something like this: higher high, higher low, higher high. No, excuse me, I'll do that again. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low for a continuation up. All right, so what am I looking out for then? Well, first of all, I'm looking to see what happens at this low. So I'm going to set my first long trade at that level. All right, there's also a 12-minute zone there, so be careful and watch that. I am aware that I could flush through that zone, so basically I would be looking to get my confirmation as I go into that zone. What's my confirmation? My confirmation is as we rally into that zone, I'm looking to get a clear flipping market structure, and then I'm looking to enter on a pullback to that zone. All right, that's my confirmation. Now, in the case we break through the zone, this move down is going to be rapid. We already know it's going to be rapid. Why? Because easy up, easy down. All right, so here we've got lots of fair value gaps, inefficiencies in the market that I'm sure the price action is eager to fill. All right, but in the case that we actually break down this level, all right, of course, after this breakdown, we need to be looking out for a retracement, and that retracement could happen at that range low. All right, so we'll be looking for a short play there. It could also happen, it looks as though this is creating a nice little supply zone. It can also happen at that supply zone. All right, and at the point where it breaks, it hasn't yet happened yet, but when it does break, I'm going to be pulling out my fixed range tool to look at, where was the main volume, incited into the market within this range. And I'm going to be looking at least that value area low and that POC to see these as potential places to get that continuation lower high play. And if I do see a change in market structure plus those confluences, I will be in a short there. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for as far as my next short. So I'm just waiting to see what happens at the zone. Now, Bitcoin could be doing something like this. It could come down here. It could change market structure before it gets to the daily. That will be quite bullish. All right. Now it can also wick this daily level, so wick this level, and if it does wick that level, if it does not close below that level on the daily, what does that mean? That means this becomes a weak targeted high. So that means we're going back for those all-time highs. All right. So it's very exciting right now in terms of the market structure. We're waiting to see what Bitcoin does at this level. If you are looking to trade at level, you need to be aware that there is a 12-minute zone there. There's a nice 12-minute zone there, and I can extend that for you to have a look. It's a 12-minute demand zone there. So that's a place where we need to be looking for a potential reaction or a potential scalp. As market structure comes into that zone, I'm watching to see whether we're going to get a nice structure flip. Okay, so are we going to get something nice like this? It tags our zone, changes market structure, and continues up. In that case, I would be looking to enter a long trade right around there. All right. And I don't care if it sweeps that range low. If I see this, prior to it sweeping that range low, I'm in. Now, why am I in? I'm in because we are in a very extreme discount of our range. Okay. So in terms of our range, we've got in terms of our range, what do we have? Well, in terms of our range, we've got the premium of our range, which is the top half of our range. Okay, and then we've got the discount of our range, which is the bottom half of our range. All right, so that's what I'm looking out for. So I'm going to potentially plan a trade there. You can obviously plan a trade at the range low, so I'm just going to extend that to suggest those two levels. And well, I'm going to be looking to see what happens. How does Bitcoin flow through if it does break through that zone? And if it breaks through that zone, I'm going to be looking for that retracement leg to enter a short off of that pullback to zone, and I'm going to be looking to enter and judge that short as and when it happens. That short may just take us down to the daily. All right, but let's see how it goes, and let's watch the market structure. But guys, remember, as you're trading these levels, and Bitcoin has we've had many trades that we could have entered lately. We had a tiny scalp yesterday. Unfortunately, it didn't get back to that 12-minute zone we were waiting for. Okay, the pullback wasn't as deep. So what actually happened was Bitcoin broke out of the range, retested the range extreme, and said, you know what, I'm headed up. Okay, but there's no reason why you couldn't have caught that short, because we had all our confirmations. We had, higher high, higher low, higher high. We broke market structure bearish at supply. Okay, we had a bearish divergence in market structure, momentum coming down. Our price is going up. We also had a retracement back into supply, and then we had a flush down. So there was no reason why you couldn't have taken that trade, of course, if you were up at 3 a.m. in the morning, London time, which I wasn't, so I completely missed that one. All right. Anyways, well, that's what I'm looking at. Those are my thoughts as far as Bitcoin goes, and I hope you find that useful. If you have, don't forget to hit that follow button, hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit me up on Discord. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow.